Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I'm going to be showing you how to connect a 3.5mm microphone to the GoPro Hero cameras. Now it doesn't really matter what the microphone is, so for this particular example I'm going to be using a condenser mic such as this, which has a 3.5mm connector. I'm going also a lavalier microphone such as this, which is another type of microphone you can use, and also a wireless microphone such as the Hollyland Lark M1, but it doesn't really matter what microphone you have as long as it's got a 3.5mm connector. Now these microphones are actually non-powered, so if you have a powered microphone then you can also connect that, but you're going to have to change one of the settings on the GoPro, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, let's get straight into it. So in order to connect a microphone to the GoPro Hero camera, you have a few different options. Now the first option is to actually buy the official media mod from GoPro, which has a 3.5mm connector on the back of it, and then we just simply put our GoPro into the media mod, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. Now the other option is to buy the official GoPro adapter such as this, and it also has a 3.5mm connector to this guy, and then we can connect this USB-C into our USB socket on our GoPro cameras. So first of all, let's go through the media mods option. Okay, so with the media mods we just simply need to slide the GoPro camera in, and it has a USB-C socket on the side of the GoPro, which connects into the USB-C plug just here. We just simply slide in the GoPro such as that, and just make sure it's nice and closed. Alright, so once we have our GoPro inside the media mod, we then have access to this 3.5mm connector just here. Now we can just take our microphone such as this here. Obviously need to make sure we have a 3.5mm connector. And it should also have a TRRS connector, so this is indicated by these two black lines here. Once you've got that, we can simply just plug that guy directly into the 3.5mm socket such as this. Okay, so once we have the microphone connected, we can see we have this green LEDs going up and down here, so that is just shows you that the microphone is now connected and working fine. So if I just speak into it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we can see we have a microphone connected. So as simple as that to connect the 3.5mm to the GoPro via the media mods. And of course we can disconnect that microphone and we can connect any other microphone such as a lavalier if you want to. Again, if we have this TRRS connector which has two black lines. So we can connect any other microphones such as this lavalier here, and this is one called by Rode, but it doesn't really matter what lavalier it is, as long as it's got this two black lines, the TRRS connector, and we can simply just pop that into our GoPro, such as this, and we should then have the microphone live and we can speak into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we can see that we actually have a live microphone. Okay, so there are a few options you have when you actually connect the microphone to the GoPro, depending on whether it's powered or non-powered. Now most microphones don't actually have any power, but if you do have one such as the Rode, I do believe, and maybe the Boya, which does actually have some self-power, then what you can do is you can swipe down from the top here, go to the swipe to the right, which you see preferences, click on that, and then scroll until you see the options saying mods down here. Click on that guy, and then we have media mods, and click on that, and we have a few options. For example, standard mic. So this is pretty much for maybe say 90% of microphones will be absolutely fine having it set to standard mic. The next option is standard mic plus, and that actually gives you a little bit of a better gain if your microphone is quite quiet. And the other options you have is powered mic and powered mic plus. So again, this says, as it says here, if you have a microphone such as the Rode or the Boya, which actually has some self-power, then you can choose these two options, powered mic or powered mic plus, if you need a little bit more oomph. And then you also have an option for line in if you want, for example, to plug in, as it says here, a karaoke machine or a mixer, for example, from a sound deck or something like that. And so that's another option available to you. Alright, let's just go out, and I'm going to now show you what happens if you want to connect, for example, a microphone which actually has a TRRS connector rather than a TRS connector. And I have one, of course, available when I actually find out where I put it. So for example, we have this lavalier microphone here, which actually has 3 black lines. So this is a TRRS connector. So if you try and plug this into the media mods, you're going to find that it's not going to work for you. So what you need to do is get yourself a little adapter, such as this one here, and this is actually from Rhodes, and it actually converts between a TRRS, one with 3 black lines, and the TRS, which has 2 black lines. So that's just a case of plugging in your microphone with the 3 black lines into this guy, and then you can take the one from the adapter from the 2 black lines and plug that into your media mods, and you should then have your microphone working in exactly the same way once I get out of this option, in the same way as before. Now what happens if you don't actually have the adapter connected? So if I connect this TRRS microphone in, we can see that the green lights no longer work, so the microphone is not actually connected properly to the GoPro. So that is where we need to use this adapter, and that's going to then work like I showed you just a moment ago. Okay, so if you don't want to buy the media mod from GoPro, then who can blame you? Then there is another way of being able to connect a microphone, and that is to use the official microphone adapter from GoPro, such as this. So you do have to buy another accessory from GoPro. So if you don't buy the media mod, then you'll have to buy this guy instead. So they're going to get your money from you one way or the other, unfortunately. All right, so what we need to do is we just need to connect this adapter straight to the USB-C socket, like so. Nice and connected, and then we have a 3.5mm connector at the bottom, and we can just plug in our microphone in exactly the same way as before. And once we do that, we're going to then be able to use the microphone. Now notice when I'm speaking into it, when using the official adapter, it doesn't actually have the green lines here. Now after some testing, it does actually work. I'm absolutely can assure you it does work if you're using the official adapter, but it doesn't actually show the green lines like it does, because that seems to be a feature when using the media mod itself rather than this actual adapter. But as soon as you connect it, it's actually going to be using the microphone. Alright, so that is another option, but as you can see, it's a little bit untidy with all these wires hanging around. So what I suggest you do is you pick up a little third-party cage, such as this one from Ulanzi. This is the G94 that you can see here. And this allows you to be able to obviously put the GoPro inside, and you have a cold shoe mount on the top here, so you can then mount your microphone if you want to. And you also have this little container here to be able to put in the microphone GoPro adapter. So let me just pause the video and I shall show you how that works. Okay, so now we can put the actual adapter inside the little shelf thing here, and we can connect it to the USB-C socket on our GoPro. And once I can actually pop the camera in so I can reach it. Alright, so now that's connected to the USB-C socket, we can simply just pop in our microphone into the 3.5mm socket, like so, and then we should be able to access the microphone in the same way as we would have done with the media mods, and it's going to work just fine. So that's of course exactly the same whether we have a lavalier microphone or, for example, we also have a wireless microphone. So I'm going to quickly show you how to connect the wireless microphone, because of course that is also very popular. I'm just going to be using the Hollyland Lark M1 microphone here, and the process is exactly the same whichever wireless mic you've got. So of course you're going to need your 3.5mm connector, which has got the TRRS here. So I'm just going to connect the 3.5mm into the out of my actual receiver here. I'm then going to connect that into the 3.5mm of the GoPro adapter, and of course if I'm using the media mods, then we're going to connect it in exactly the same way as before, and I can then mount this guy onto my cage like so. So now I have my wireless receiver connected, and then I can just use my wireless transmitter in the normal way, just like before. And of course, we can also do it with using the medium mods if you particularly want to do that in that way as well, using the cold shoe. Alright guys, so I've showed you how to connect any 3.5mm microphone to the GoPro Hero camera using a couple of different methods. I hope it's really useful for you guys, and of course if it is, don't forget to give the video the thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try and help. And other than that, I shall see you soon on another video, and of course please subscribe to the channel to support the channel going forward. Take care, and I shall see you soon.